Casserole wraps. You would take a cloth, put some casserole on it, put it around the abdomen, and wrap your child in saran wrap. You can add heat to it if they'll let you do that. Some parents said they wasn't able to get the plastic because they were also able to put it on the bottom of the sole of the feet. Okay. And then the other things that we do, so we'll do that for 2 days.
Yep.
2 days in a row, you'll do the casserole. So we normally do it on our weekends, so it's like a Friday, Saturday night. And then on Sunday, we follow it up with a detox play bath. And the mechanicals is gonna, anybody that want a sample of it, they're gonna give you a sample of a clay bath. So you guys wanna.
Okay, now what I want to do now, guys, I want to get into some.
Okay, and the other thing that we're going to pass out is for additional support, we've used different aroma oils that are very good. So we're going to pass out, next to the fullers, we're going to get a sample of that as well. And before you guys leave, okay?
I want to get into some new information. Everyone should have a copy of this. You guys. Okay, so we want to get into some new information. Everybody got this copy in front of them?
Yes.
Okay. So what they did last year, they did a study on mice. They emulated autism in mice, and they were able to completely reverse the symptoms of autism in mice using a single dose of a drug. What the drug did was to block certain signals that the mitochondria were making, that the cells were making. It's called the cell danger theory. Because the cells felt like they were in danger, their metabolism changed. And when that metabolism change was in place, the mice had symptoms of autism. But when they gave the mice the drug, the symptoms of autism disappeared. Now, to me, that's an amazing thing, because we know from our previous conversation that there are a lot of things going wrong in autism in terms of metabolism and all those things. So for those things to completely disappear with one drug is quite amazing. And we feel that what we're doing with our protocol is a similar approach, that we're trying to remove the sense of danger from cells by removing infection, removing toxicity, and those types of things. So we feel that our protocol can simulate that type of same type of thing as the drug, but obviously not as quickly. You know, because we've been on this journey for almost 9 years. Okay, so not as quickly, but we're getting similar types of results. The other thing I want to talk about in terms of the new product that we introduced today, the 5-HTP, that it has been discovered that children with autism across the board, universally, all children with autism have diminished capacities or diminished metabolism for tryptophan. Now, the reason that's important is because tryptophan turns into serotonin, and that also turns into melatonin. So if our children have diminished capacities for tryptophan, they should have trouble sleeping, they should have trouble with anxiety, they should have trouble focusing, and those types of things. So this is that 5-HTP. We think is a very important new supplement. We've only been on it. This is only our second day. But you should look up online and see what parents are saying about 5-HTP. But also to keep in mind that when we do our appeals, we only do them 5 days out of the week, because most of them are not. They're chemicals that should be in the body, but many of them are made in pharmaceutical places, just like any other type of pill, even though they're nutrients. So it's good to give your body a break from things that are not natural. Okay, so we don't do these pills. We only do them 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Make sure that my son's mind is up to where it should be when he's in school. But we give his body a break during the weekends. We never stop giving him the green drink. We never stop giving him diatomaceous earth and those type of those things. You can do that every day. Okay, but the non-natural thing is you should give him a break from every once in a while. Yeah.
Because our son is older.
Yes.
And started protocol at a later age.
Yes.
Do you think we should give him slightly more of it? Or increase the dosages? Because he is an adult, and most everybody else is.
The thing about the mice study that came out, well, these were mice that would be the equivalent of 30-year-old people. Okay, so what they're saying is, if you reduce the sense of danger that the cells are experiencing in the body, all of the other metabolic issues corrected themselves.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So that doesn't mean that you shouldn't try a higher dose. You know what I mean? Maybe you should. That's kind of one of those things you have to play. I will say this though, particularly for the green drink. We've had families in the past. You know, they said a little green drink is good. A whole bunch of it should be great. That wasn't the case.
Okay.
Because what happened was, with this particular family, the daughter just broke out in hives all over the place. It was just too many toxins coming out at one time. Okay? And we have actually introduced a couple new things to this particular drink, so it's stronger than the ones you've ever had in the past. Okay, and I think you'll be pleased with what you are. So you should at least do the tablespoon a day instead of the teaspoons, because of how you do 2 tablespoons. Okay.
Yeah.
And okay.
It is okay to mix the green with juice or something.
If you have to do it with the juice, please get the least amount of sugar in that juice as possible. So I always say, so I always suggest plum juice, pomegranate juice, or cranberry, 100% cranberry juice. Something that you know, cherry juice. Something that you know they didn't put a whole lot of sugar in it. And if you make an apple juice yourself, yes. With some organic apples. If you get apple juice from the store,
That's sugar.
it's sugar and some. Okay.
I think it sells better.
Sugar in it, put some milk in it to make it sweet.
And then too, apples are one of the highest fruits that they put a lot of pesticides on.
Right.
So unless you're getting a organic apple juice, you're risking putting more toxins in the child. So we do not go totally organic. It's impossible for us to feed a family of 5 to do that. But where I can cut my child's intake on toxins, I do. That's just what I do.
We want you, our message is simple. Autism is a changeable condition. Okay? Now the degree of it, of all the families in here, they're all over the place in terms of the degree of changes that we've seen. Okay? But it is something that you should know that takes time. You know, it's not going to be an overnight type of thing, but it is very changeable, particularly if you have the right things on board. Now, we don't claim to know what all the right things are. We don't, because there's some things that we don't know about, or we wouldn't have to continually find out new stuff. Okay? But the thing is, as long as we're looking, we feel that we have a basis for healing a child beyond what people say is possible. Certainly our child is well beyond what people think is possible for a child with autism. You know, I'm going to see if he can come up here and improve that or not. I don't know. Yeah.
What exactly goes into this defined child type?
What's in it?
What exactly?
Carmen, do you have an ingredients list or not?
I do not.
Well, it's a lot of different fruits, herbs,
I can email it to anybody that
fruits,
wants a copy of it.
vegetables, herbs.
Email address in the, okay, I can email you a copy.
Dakari, you want to come up here and answer a couple questions?
That's not the right.
Yes, if you could still for 5 seconds. I'll take my 5 seconds. Yeah, he's tired of being a celebrity.
Yeah. Oh, he doesn't like doing his part that much.
All right, gentlemen.
Is that
Tell
what
them
it
about
is?
how we got a good fight going on. Okay.
Come on, Cindy, let's go. Okay. All right. You guys ask him some questions. Let's see how he's doing. Or do you want to just say, tell him anything about yourself?
Tell us about school, Dakari. What's your favorite subject?
Science?
What is science? Why?
Why?
You just feel like if you experiment, don't you? Do you experiment?
Yes.
You like that?
Come on, girl. You got to ask him. Do
How do
that.
you feel?
How do you feel, Cindy? Oh no, you're gonna have to answer a couple questions. He wants to go sit down. Come on,
Dakari,
girl.
do
Be a
you
big
like
boy.
your new classmates? You have new classmates now. You don't like them? Why?
Are you in regular education, Carrie?
Yes.
Kari's been in regular education since first grade, and he's in 6th grade now. And the school removed the ESD label from his IEP in 2012. Okay, he's in the band and he swims and he does a lot of stuff that typical kids do. That does not mean that he's recovered from autism. It just means that we have managed to diminish the symptoms greatly, and we continue to diminish the symptoms all the time. So we expect him to continue to get better and better. That's what we want him to see. That's why we continually research and continually add new stuff all the time, because we're not done yet. We're not satisfied with where he is.
Right.
Ain't that right, Keisha? We're not satisfied, you know?
I wanted to say this about Dakari. Dakari being in middle school has been challenging. The beginning of the school year has been challenging. In elementary school, we were used to getting 2 packets. He got one during the week. He worked on it Monday through Friday. And the one on the weekend he would have to have done by Monday morning. Well, he has science, math, English, 2 English courses, band, social studies, what else? And then he has academic assistance, which is the one class he can go to kind of work on whatever he doesn't get finished with in class, okay? They rotate schedules, so every other day he either got an English or a band, okay? He has to remember they give him a journal. He has to write down in the journal what kind of assignments he has and be able to get them done by due date. Dakari has really been doing a great job managing all that